So this is the matter, that we can train, educate mankind in every realm. Every realm. We can make him to know everything about Baha'i faiths. But that is not necessarily going to make him to reach the truth. Not really. It's amazing, isn't it? Because if people can be educated to become a spiritual, so what's the fault of those who were poor or were born in a bad country and their bad educations, you know? They become a serial killer, or they become Saddam Hussein. So we did not have the training, we did not have educations. This guy, son of Baha'u'llah, his father was Baha'u'llah, of course he'll go to heaven. So then right there we can see there's no justice then in this universe, if that's the case. But that's not the case. In fact, many children of Baha'u'llah are bad, very, very bad. You know, that Mirza Badiullah was a despicable man. He became a garbage collector those days in Akka. Not that's a bad job, but to be son of Baha'u'llah and your brother is Abdul Baha, and that's where you end up to be. This is not because this is a matter of inheritance, not at all. You cannot inherit the truth. So I've seen thousands of Baha'is, born Baha'is, you know, let's say inherited Baha'i faith from their parents. They know a lot more than others. Are they guaranteed any heaven? Not really. Thanks to God, Baha'u'llah, as always, in his most important book called Kitab Aqdas, he says that the spiritual power, the truth, has two folds to it. First of all, you have to want to know the truth, or they gave it to you, you know, got it from your parents, you know, a rich father who pushed you to learn books and everything. So you know everything about the Baha'i faith. He says that's not enough. You have to be able to act upon what you've learned. If you can't, he says, one of the which will don't accept. In this world today is the problem. There are people that are doing the greatest act of sacrifice, you know, but they don't know the truth. Is this more than sacrificing your life? How many of them every day they're doing today in the earth right now? Thousands of them. Isn't that the ultimate price? Yeah, but that's not going to get you the truth. The first thing they'll get charged after they die is that killing themselves. They were not allowed to waste the body of the God. It was right there, so in it you could learn the truth. They didn't do it. So this is why Baha'u'llah says again, do not come to me and say that, oh, that Ayatollah, that Pope, that guy and this and that, he told me to do this and that, I followed him, therefore, you know, I'm not responsible. Baha'u'llah says, no, it's not acceptable. A spirituality, the spiritual power, the spiritual quality that will remain with us is a part of us. It is us. It's a decision. It's a decision that you have to make. Even God cannot make you a spiritual. You say, I don't want to do it. It's fair, man cannot influence another man. Impossible. Based on your understanding, whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, you have to be able to decide. Always you are dealing with that decision. I know this is bad. I told you before that there's a mechanism in us. And if you take one step, then the second step shows itself to us. It's just like the stairs. You go one step, then there's a second one. So, I thought to talk about this because this is today is a big misconception that people said that have. To seek the truth is very, very important. cannot have prejudice. You cannot bring somebody down. Watch out. A 10-year-old child moves in front of you guys. All of you philosophers, big guys, he says something that would be the solution to all what you were looking for. If you do not have that power and understanding of the situation, and you like to be a stubborn, you have decided that you know things, you are now big arrogant fellow, you're plugged. You're not going to find the truth. You see what Abdul-Baha says? I'm not going to repeat it. He says this acquired knowledge, what you have learned about the truth, it's not going to help you. He says, wash it away. It's the truth of somebody who reached it. My truth is mine, is not yours. You know, is what I passed, what I understood, what I discovered. You have to have your own discovery. Every time that I cannot improve over a subject, I said to myself that I can't discover, cannot come up with a new answer. I know that I'm failing. We always have to have that. What is the best sign of a man who reached to the truth or is in it? Is that he immediately starts to talk it to others. The person who finds the truth, he says eureka. You know, like that Eric means? Always. It's a gratifying feeling in you. And you will speak it to others. Which in this case, teaching the Baha'i faith. You don't teach it, you haven't reached to it. Signing papers that I'm a Baha'i is not going to help you. Baha'u'llah says it doesn't. Baha'i is known by deed, not by words. So, if somebody does not teach the faith of God, the truth, if you have reached to it, believe me, my dear friends, you're the biggest loser that is there. Just like you have the address, you gotta go somewhere. But you say, no, I know it, I'll do it one of these days. Time passes by and you're gone. You're dead. Or you don't have the opportunity anymore. The time is lost. So as those who do not have any address, just hastily take into the car and just go around, they try to find certain house with no address. They're not going to get anywhere. So acting before knowing Baha'u'llah and the truth was not going to get you anywhere. Like the man was wandering around in the city after a house. Where can he go? What can he get? I just, like a dog chasing his own tail. Just goes around. But knowing the truth, however, but not going anywhere with it, is worst. So, I like to emphasize on this fact that what we call a spiritual quality, what Baha'u'llah says, that is the spiritual attributes that takes you to God, to heaven, so-called. There's no such thing as heaven, but takes you to the other plane of existence with a bigger power, with more understanding. You can fly, some souls they can't. You're rich, some souls are so poor. You're healthy, some souls are sick. If you want to have those things, seriously, that cannot come by education. No, not at all. We have thousands of these examples. In the Baha'i faith, the name of a sifter, they call it, wheat sifter. They throw in Iran, I've seen them. They get the wheat and they throw it in the air, so they're sifting it. Somehow the husk, because it's not heavy, the wind separated, throws it somewhere else, and all this wheat or barley may falls on the ground into that things. A sifting. In Isfahan, one of the cities of Iran, both Baha'u'llah and Bab, they mentioned the name of a sifter, a wheat sifter. This guy knows nothing, but he believed in the Bab right away and Baha'u'llah. So that sifter understood it, and many times it's mentioned. Thousands of people with the knowledge and this and that didn't get anywhere. So this is the problem with knowing the truth, but not being truthful, knowing the truth, but not acting upon it, having the tree in your yard.